So let's take a look at how you can configure Azure to host a FHIR API for you. So there are actually two ways to do this. There is the Azure API for FHIR, which will be discontinued very soon. And there is the Azure Health Data and AI Services. So I'm going to use the health data and AI services in this tutorial. To learn more about FHIR, we just released an entire course on FHIR and it's completely free. You can just go to our website and then I'll also put a link down below. You can enroll in this course for free today. So all you need to do is create a FHIR service. So click on create under FHIR service and just choose a resource group. This is just used for billing. You can create a new one if you don't have one already, and the instance needs to be unique. So I'm going to call it MedBlocks FHIR Fundamentals. And again, this needs to be unique in your workspace. So I'm just going to call it FHIR Fundamentals, and I'm going to deploy it on US East. So I don't need any tags, and it's just running some validation right now. So let's wait for that. And once that's done, you can click on create. And this deployment shouldn't take more than 1 to 2 minutes. It's just creating a workspace for you to create the actual FHIR server in. So this is just a workspace. So let's see the status of the deployment. So seems to have been created. So it is done. It's successfully created. So you can just, let's see, let's click on the resource and you are inside this now. So now once you're in this workspace, again, we are inside this health data services workspace, you still have to create another FHIR service. You click on that button and click on add FHIR service. And this will be the URL that we are going to use. So here we are just going to call it test FHIR server. And the only version of FHIR that is supported is R4 and STU3. We're going to go with R4. So let's go to the next step. And again, you can add an identity provider here if you would like. But again, you can look at the documentation for more details. Let's just keep the resource system level versioned as it is. Let's go to encryption. So again, you have the option to choose between a Microsoft managed key and your own, your own set of keys. This is again all for resources encrypted at rest. So we are going to go with the Microsoft managed keys and no tags. So let's review this. It looks fine. This is okay. I think let's create this. And this again is going to be the name of the URL that you are going to use as well. So this will come in handy. So this it might take some time. It might take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so our deployment has successfully completed. You can now just click on go to resource and you will see a FHIR metadata endpoint. So you can just copy this. We'll now go to Postman and we'll just test this out, right? So this again, I'm gonna get rid of all of the authentication here. We don't need authentication to look at the metadata endpoint. So let's check this. And you get a 200 OK response, and that took a lot of time, but it is a long list of capabilities that the Microsoft Azure Healthcare APIs have. So this is working, this is fine. Now let's try to actually get all the patients in the server. And it tells you that authentication failed, login, right? So how do you log in? So there are a bunch of things that you need to do before you're able to log in. And there is a whole tutorial on how you can do this. I'll leave a link to both of this down below. But for the time being, all you need to do is go to access control, click on role assignment. And what I'm going to say is add role assignment. And the role that we want is that of a FHIR data contributor. Okay, so this will allow them full access to the FHIR data. So this is what we want. Let's click on next and user group or manage principal. That's fine. And in the members, let me select myself. And I'm assigning this to me as a user so that I can access all of this, but you can also assign it to another user or a service account or whatever you need. Once you have that, let's click on next and then say review and assign. So once that is done, we also need to generate an access token. So you can do that using this command that they've provided here. All you need to do is just do az account get access token and tell what resource you want the token for. So I'm going to just copy this command, AZ account get access token. There is a bunch of specific queries and output formats that they're doing here, but that's not really necessary. So this resource that you see here should match the URL that you're using for your FHIR server. So let's go back to Postman and let's just copy this base URL and paste that in here. So now once you do that, you'll get back a JSON response, and you just need to copy what you have under access token. Just copy that. And in Postman, just say you want to use the bearer token method and paste that under the token here. Now let's try to get our patients. And you can see that it's returning a valid bundle and everything works well. Now let's actually try to create a patient. Let's post a patient. Let's just use one of our regular patients here. Let's go to the body. Let's paste that. And we see that it got created successfully. Now let's again try to list the patient back. And we see that the same patient gets returned. Now the Azure FHIR API it's quite well done. In fact, it covers most of the FHIR spec. And in fact, I would say they have the performance also is pretty good. I think they have built this on top of their Cosmos DB APIs, which is again their managed database offering. But yeah, do give it a try. See if you can host it on Azure. And that's it.